violence, emotional violence? Does it grow to?
There is something as emotional. Usually it starts with that because these abusers try to play mind games. They try to put you down. They work on your self-esteem. Make sure you feel lower than you are. You might come into the marriage confident, but guess what? They start working on your mental and break you down. You know, that's how they start emotionally before they graduate to physical.
So how then do you fight that? How then do you break that shackle?
First of all, it's important that we family and friends, okay? Because it's also something, what they do, most abusers do is they try to make sure that they separate the victim from family and friends. So if you have a friend or a family member who you know was probably a bubbly self and suddenly became quiet, we'll ask that you don't visit. You know, you have to try to fight a war to visit their home. You know, those are the subtle signs. You see somebody around you who she has marks or he has marks all the time, and they're trying to make excuses. Oh, they fell, or I hit my head on the bathroom. They usually will try to protect the abuser. That's the funny thing. So those are the things we have to look for. Okay. The subtle signs, because they usually will not say it out.
Let me play the devil's advocate here, and that's saying that for some people, they think that women are people are being advised to quickly leave their marriage rather than seek help for the victim or the abuser, so to speak. Is it that women are speaking up too much, or they're kind of this gender equality thing is getting too high?
Yes, I'm glad you mentioned that because that's one of the challenges that we do face. I want people to realize we're not here to advocate for people to leave their marriages. This is not an attack against marriages. I have been married for about 15 years. I'm not saying that here to blow my trumpet in any way. But one thing I can say, and I'm sure my husband is watching, and I'm sorry, baby. But one thing I do know is if I do get involved in domestic violence today, I'm not going to stay a victim. So it's not about women right or women gender or trying to promote divorces, but it's about protecting that victim. Nobody needs to live that way. You know, marriage is supposed to be enjoyed. And if you have somebody who is, you know, exerting that much control and taking away fundamental rights, fundamental freedom. Usually victims are, you know, they're victims financially, emotionally, in all ways they're victims. They're so dependent on these abusers. Why do you want to live in that quality of marriage? There is no quality of marriage in that. It's more about a superiority in position. Right there. I mean, yes, we have male above female all the time, but that's not what marriage is about.
Okay, I'm not sure if you heard Bridget's account. What would you say to her?
I wasn't surprised, actually. Bridget is probably still at a phase where she's confused, whether to stay or to go. And she's probably thinking of many things. The kids, I heard that first. That's usually the excuse of men and women. At this point, I will first say, and this is what I advocate.
Hello? Hello? Okay.
And have a temporary separation where you have temporary separations where they move her. First thing is to move her from that environment and seek help for the husband. If he's willing to get help, fine. But otherwise, I need to go back there. Only if it's open to help.
Okay. Thank you so much, Seun Obajolu. Thank you for joining us on the program today. Thank you. Okay, then we have been speaking with Seun Obajolu, a human rights activist, a woman rights activist, of course, and she works on social issues, especially on domestic violence. And we'll take a short break and we'll return on the show. Thank you, Seun.
Do you think you can handle the ton of amazing content StarTime's Nova Bouquet has to offer? Buy a decoder for only 3,990 Naira with 4 months Nova Bouquet.
Look at me, I go shop you anyhow.
Something Saturday, a call for confine, even your business.
I know when that hotline blink, Lagos State Governor Akinwumi Ambode has emphasized
global tourism standards took center.
Enjoy more than you can ever handle with StarTimes. So, buy a decoder for only 3,990 Naira and watch over 26 local and international channels on StarTimes Nova Bouquet for 4 months. StarTimes. Enjoy digital life.
Thank you for staying tuned. And now we take the news. Do you know that many bad behaviors in the society today are traceable to the change in family values? It is therefore in the interest of all to ensure that family institutions do not derail from its statutory functions. Correspondent Olubukola Akinkolewusho reports that Governor Akinwumi Ambode played host to some families in Lagos to celebrate International Family Day. Her report.
The United Nations had in 1993 proclaimed 15th May every year as International Family Day. The family is the smallest unit of the society, so communication, social interaction, love and mutual respect for one another is key. The role of the family institution in creating and providing a healthy and sustainable future cannot be compromised.
The theme for this year's celebration is families, healthy lives and sustainable future. The future of the world depends on the children we raise today. A lot of the acts of terror and violence that have ruptured global peace and security can be traced to the absence of strong family ties. Most of the recorded incidents of domestic violence are as a result of dysfunctional family backgrounds. Our traditional family cohesion and bond has weakened due to daily life challenges or trying to make ends meet. We must, as a matter of urgency, in spite of the demanding pace of life, pause and find time to reconnect with our families.
The stability or otherwise of the society has been attributed to the role of the family. Family is generally regarded as the pillar of the society. Without strong and united families, the stability and foundation of our society will be weak. A stable family structure is one of the basic building blocks for a healthy society.
I'm not particularly interested in the length of your marriage. The emphasis is on the quality of marriage.
Awards were given to 3 families in Lagos to commemorate the International Family Day. Olubukola Akinkolewusho, LTV News.
In the meantime, Lagos State Governor Akinwumi Ambode has expressed dissatisfaction at the deplorable state of some sections of the Oshodi-Apapa Expressway, saying the road is strategic to the economy of the state. Governor Ambode, who made an unscheduled inspection tour of the road, directed the state's Ministry of Works and Infrastructure and other relevant government agencies to immediately move to site and fix the bad portions of the road. He inspected the bad portions of Biret, Alausa and Celeb bus stop en route Oshodi. While addressing the crowd that trooped out to welcome him, Governor Ambode said the state of the road is of great concern to him, assuring them of immediate solution. Of the Nigeria Labour Congress NLC insisting that all unions will force their colleagues to down tools come Wednesday. The Deputy National President of the NLC, Amechi Asigome, warned that the unions are ready to commence the strike unless the federal government reverts the pump price of petrol to 86 Naira 50 kobo. However, the position of NLC is at variance with that of Pengasan and Nupeng, who claim that government consulted all the labor unions before the pump price hike of 145 Naira per litre. In the meantime, the federal government has continued to express optimism that the new price would lead to improved supply and competition, expected to drive down the price eventually. And moving on to other stories, Nigerians have again been urged to be patient with President Muhammadu Buhari. The head cherubim and seraphim movement church worldwide, Ayoni, Reverend Samuel Adefela Abidoye, made the plea at the annual Mount Horeb Ascension at Galilee Land, Orile-Igbon, Oyo State. He asked President Buhari to address the hardship of Nigerians. We have details in this report. In the last 47 years, members of the Cherubim and Seraphim Movement Church, Ayonio, in Nigeria and overseas, gather on Mount Horeb annually to pray and give thanks to God. The venue was relocated from Kaduna to Galilee Land, Orile-Igbon, Oyo State 4 years ago, following a celestial vision received by the current head of the organization, Babaladra Samuel Adefila Abidoye. This year's Mount Horeb Ascension at the Galilee Land, Orile-Igbon, coincided with the 10th anniversary celebration of Babaladra Abidoye on the throne. At a news conference to mark the day, Reverend Samuel Abidoye said his leadership in the last 10 years has witnessed tremendous growth in the church from 45 districts to 80 districts. He said membership strength has increased to 100 million. Reverend Abidoye spoke on the state of the nation, especially the killings by the Fulani headsmen.
With few weeks to the first anniversary of the present administration, Nigeria have not felt the impact of the much-talked change matter. There is poverty in the land. Nigeria has been groaning under the epileptic power supply, fuel scarcity, and harsh economic climate. There is urgent need for President Muhammad Buhari to address the impact of hardship on Nigerians.
Over 100,000 faithful from Nigeria, London, America, and Canada attended the 5-day Mount Horeb Ascension, which witnessed praise worship, miracles, and thanksgiving.
Uncle, I noticed that whenever I will buy the BRT bus, your friend usually don't pay.
It is part of the true change Lagos State government promised us. It is what people with disability are enjoying.
So does this mean everyone with disability in Lagos will buy a BRT bus without paying?
Yes, but only after the person with disability must have registered with the Lagos State government under Alausa.
So is it just for BRT buses alone, or does it apply with other services?
Of course, there are other benefits such as loans through the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund provided by Lagos State government for its citizens, and other benefits in accordance with the Lagos State Special People's Law.
Wow! So where can one get registered?
Interested persons can simply go to the Lagos State Office for Disability Affairs, Alausa, Secretariat, Ikeja, pick a form, or visit the website at www.lasoda.org.ng. Download the form, ensure you give your form to a resident doctor of a government hospital to sign before submission. Lasoda has made life easy for people with disability. Let's cooperate with the Lagos State government to spread the word.
Welcome back, and we take sports now. Manchester City are assured of a place in next season's Champions League as Manuel Pellegrini's time at the club ended with a draw at Swansea. The citizens were denied a win as Andre Ayew's deflected free kick cancelled out Kelechi Iheanacho's close-range opener. The draw leaves them 3 points ahead of Manchester United, whose final game against Bournemouth was abandoned. City's vastly superior goal difference means United will need a 19-0 win over Bournemouth to take 4th place. A controlled explosion was carried out at Old Trafford after a package was found ahead of the game. And that's the news. We thank you for watching. You're still watching the Sunday evening show on Lagos Television. And right now we'll take this report on Alimat Sanusi, an accident victim. Please stay tuned.
At the end of each year, people move from Lagos to their various home states to celebrate Christmas and the New Year festival with family members living outside Lagos. For the Sanusis, December 2014 was another time to see family members living in Oyo State, but the journey to Oyo became a nightmare.
Mo dẹ̀ ti fi ń ṣiṣẹ́ ṣe. Mo ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ dá shop sí Sango nígbà tí mo marry ní. Nígbà tí mo marry ní year 2014. Mo marry. nígbà tí mo dẹ̀ marry ni mo fi ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ dá ṣọ́ọ̀bù sí Sango Máfolúkù ilé dáàdì mi ni mo ti ń ṣiṣẹ́ tẹ́lẹ̀. Nígbà tí mo dẹ̀ marry mo gba ṣọ́ọ̀bù sí Sango mo dẹ̀ ń ṣiṣẹ́ ń bẹ̀. Nígbà tí December time dé a wá travel lọ sí Lálátẹ̀ Ìbàdàn Ọ̀yọ́ state side ní a lọ rí ìyá ọkọ mi. Nígbà tí a wá débẹ̀ a lò bí 5 days. Nígbà tá wá ń padà bọ̀ incident wá ṣẹlẹ̀.
Mo ti ṣe freedom fún ó ti ṣe wàlímọ̀ ó ti ṣe ìyàwó kó tó di pé lọ pàdé àgbà kó yí o kódà ó ti ní ṣọ́ọ̀bù tẹ ó ti wà nílé ọkọ ẹ o ọlọ́màjà pàdé àgbà kó mo ti sìn débi tẹ́rù òní ìbà kó tó lọ kó n tó kó yẹ ṣàánú mi o.
A year after, we met Halimot Sanusi at Igbobi Orthopedic Hospital, where she has been receiving treatment for about 6 months.
Èmi wà ń kó máa ń gbà yẹn ó dẹ̀ ní ọkọ mi kan lẹ́sẹ̀ ni kọ̀ọ̀kan ṣe ọmọ mi. Nígbà tí mo mọ̀ dẹ̀ fi lajú sí ayé mo dẹ̀ béèrè lọ́wọ́ àwọn family pé kí ni mo ṣe lọ hospital ó ní mo máa tó gbádùn. Nígbà tó discharge mi mo sọ fún àwọn parents pé mi máa tí lè rìn ó ní kí n má worry pé màá rìn. Doctor yẹn sọ pé ká máa lọ lé pé some exercising distance pé màá rìn. Nígbà tá dẹ̀ délé ìyá ọkọ mi ṣe dáadáa sí ìyá mi dẹ̀ excuse ya ọ̀sìn ìgbà tó yá ẹsẹ̀ mi bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní wound mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní sọ pressure sore ní ẹ̀gbẹ̀gbẹ́ itan mi méjèèjì ẹsẹ̀ mi kan egbò wà ń bẹ̀ débi pé ìdí wa ń jáde ń bẹ̀. Ìgbà tí ìdí wa ń jáde ń bẹ̀ mo wá pe mọ́mì pé kọ́ máa wò mí báyìí kọ́jọ́ dúró lọ́kọ́ wá gbé mi. Ìgbà tó dẹ̀ gbé mi lọ́ fi wá èèyàn tó mọ best hospital táwọn lè gbé mi wá làwọn èèyàn dẹ̀ sọ fún wọn pé kí wọ́n máa lọ sí Gbóbì torí ẹ̀ ni a fi wá sí Gbóbì hospital. Ìgbà tá a dé Gbóbì hospital nígbà tá a kọ́kọ́ dé Gbóbì hospital wọ́n check mi. Ìgbà tí wọ́n check me up wọ́n wá ní ó sọ pé ká san owó kan tó pọ̀ ńgbà yẹn. Ìgbà tí mọ́mì ò lè avoid owó yẹn wọ́n wá ní ká ṣe máa wá sí clinic náà ní pé ká máa wá sí clinic. Ìgbà tá wá ń wá sí clinic fún check up nígbà tó wá di tó stage kan ni wọ́n wá sọ fún mọ́mì wa pé tí àwọn bá tètè mú ẹsẹ̀ yìí kúrò ńbẹ̀ ó lè affect gbogbo ara ni. So nígbà tí wọ́n wá ṣáà explain bẹ́ẹ̀ fún mọ́mì wa ṣáà lọ wá iye owó tó dá fún mọ́mì wa lọ wá iye owó yẹn. Ìgbà tí wọ́n dẹ̀ wá iye owó yẹn wọ́n dẹ̀ fún àwọn doctors yẹn wọ́n dẹ̀ lọ san owó yẹn. Ìgbà táwọn lọ san owó yẹn wọ́n dẹ̀ gbé mi lọ sí tíátà wọ́n dẹ̀ cut ẹsẹ̀ mi yẹn kúrò ńbẹ̀.
For Halimot and her mother, the 2 men on whose shoulders they could have found respite have abandoned them.
Ọkọ mi wà lọ́dọ̀ ọmọ mi ní Lálátẹ̀. Nígbà táwọn tó máa ń to ara ti bá to ẹsẹ̀ ẹsẹ̀ ti ṣe é rìn so ibẹ̀ ló wà. Ibẹ̀ ìyẹn ọ̀dọ̀ ìyá ọkọ ẹ̀ ní ọ̀dọ̀ mọ́mì ọ̀dọ̀ mọ́mì ló wà. Mọ́mì náà ló ń bá mi tọ́jú ọmọ ẹ̀. Mọ́mì náà ló ń bá mi tọ́jú ọmọ mi kò tí ì wá rí. Ó kàn máa ń pè mí lórí fóònù pé owó ni ò jẹ́ kóun wá òun ò tí ì owó ni kò jẹ́ kóun wá. Èmi dẹ̀ máa ń sọ fún pé tó bá tẹ̀ jẹ́ owó mọ́tò wá tẹ̀ ṣe wá wo bí mo ṣe wà ní pé kó wá check mi. Ó dẹ̀ ní òun ò lè wá lásán pé láì mú owó dání kò dẹ̀ tí ì rí owó kankan láti sọ pé òun fẹ́ múlẹ̀ pé bẹ́ẹ̀ pé mi tẹ̀ tí ì rí látijọ́ tí mo ti dé Gbóbì yìí mi ò tí ì rí.
Lórí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí nígbà tí gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ṣẹlẹ̀ dáàdì ẹ ti ta lé mọ́ wa lórí ó ti sá lọ ní Máfolú mi mọ̀bí tó sábà tí mo ṣe ń pè wọ́n náà kọ́ ti fóònù bí mo ṣe ń pè wọ́n náà kọ́ èmi nìkan ni mo ríra mi báyẹn ṣàánú mi ẹjọ́ Ọlọ́run ní dáyé dábòkátà yẹn ẹjọ́ ẹgbà mi lẹ́ ṣàánú mi o.
With several bills already paid, more waiting to be paid, and more still coming up, the call on Nigerians to come to their aid.
Ẹ̀yin ọmọ Nàìjíríà rere ẹgbà mi o. Nínú oṣù táwa ilé ti di ọdún kan gẹ́gẹ́ tí mo ti ń rò káàkiri gbogbo ó ti tán tẹ́lẹ̀ o. Gbóbì làwà báyẹn ṣàánú mi o. Torí Ọlọ́run o kò sí kankan mọ́ o ọlọ́run kó ṣàánú gbogbo wa ṣàánú mi ẹ jọ̀ọ́ o láàrin ọ̀sẹ̀ méjì náà gbé 28-38 wá fún mi pé owó ọpẹ́lọpẹ́ àwọn kan náà wá donate 300,000 mi mọ̀ wọ́n rí síbẹ̀síbẹ̀ àti ìmọ̀bí tá à ń lẹ ṣàánú mi ẹ jọ̀ọ́ nítorí ọlọ́run o spinal cord ṣì wà bẹ́ẹ̀ mi tí mọ̀lẹ́ tó máa fi parí ìwọ̀n tí sọ̀rọ̀ tó jẹ́ fún mi ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ṣàánú mi o bá tẹ̀rẹ́ tó lè bá mi help wa tó bá bá mi gbé tíráfù máa dúpẹ́ ṣàánú mi ẹ jọ̀ọ́ nítorí ọlọ́run.
mi tí mọ̀ pé mo fẹ́ yàgbẹ́ mo fẹ́ tọ̀ náà till now spinal cord mi wọ̀n tẹ̀ tí máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní máa treat ẹ̀ rárá torí owó náà ni mi need help ọmọ Nàìjíríà mi tí mọ̀ pé ẹ jọ̀ọ́ nítorí ọlọ́run mo fẹ́ kẹ́ help mi kí ni máa lo crutches bó jẹ́ crutches náà máa fi máa rìn kí tẹ̀lé mọ̀ pé mo fẹ́ dìde rìn kí mọ̀ pé mo fẹ́ dìde kí má máa wà ní dọ̀bálẹ̀ lásán kí mọ̀ pé mo fẹ́ dìde rìn ọmọ Nàìjíríà ẹ ṣàánú mi help mi kí ni mọ̀ pé mo fẹ́ yàgbẹ́ mo fẹ́ tọ̀ ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ ṣàánú mi wọ̀n lọ́wọ́ tẹ bá lè ṣe fún Alimot Shadia ọmọ Sanusi ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ help wa ọlọ́run àtúlẹ̀ àtọ̀nù gbogbo yín náà ṣe.
mi ò lè dágbé ìgbà mi wọ́n máa ní kí n lọ wá 300,000 wọ́n tún ló ṣì sọ́dírì kan sọ́dírì mẹ́rin láti ṣe wọ́n tún ló ṣì kẹyọkùn mi tiẹ̀ mọ́ sọ́dírì yẹn 5,000 3,000 bọ́ ṣe 300,000 500,000 bọ́ ṣe máa ń pè nìyẹn òjijì náà wọ́n á tún ní kí n lọ wá nǹkan ra á máa há kẹ́rẹ́kẹ́rẹ́ báyìí máa rò pé kan 200 nígbà bá máa dé báyìí wọ́n lè ní 20,000 wọ́n lè ní 10,000 ẹgbẹ́ ẹgbàá mi o apá ti kún mi o ẹ ṣàánú mi o ọlọ́run á ṣàánú gbogbo wa ẹ dúró tì mí ọlọ́run á dúró tì mí o ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ọlọ́run á bá yín gbẹ́rù yín dórí ẹ ṣàánú mi ẹ bá mi dá sọ́rọ̀ Alimot kó lè dìde rìn kó lè jẹ́ èèyàn spinal cord náà tún wà níbẹ̀ ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ ṣàánú mi o wọ́n dẹ̀ ti gẹ̀ẹ́sẹ̀ kan o wọ́n ti gẹ̀ẹ́sẹ̀ kan pẹ̀lú pọ́n gẹ̀ẹ́sẹ̀ kò tí ì dìde láti bí ọdún kan tó ti wà lẹ́nu ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ ṣàánú mi ẹ gbà mí o ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ọlọ́run ní dá yín dá bùkátà yín o ẹ̀yin ọmọ Nàìjíríà ẹgbẹgbẹ̀rọ bí ro ọlọ́run á gbọ̀rọ̀ yín rò sí rere ẹ ṣàánú mi o ẹ jọ̀ọ́ o ti sú mi o ọlọ́run ní dá yín dá bùkátà yín o.
Okay, that's the story of Alimot Sanusi. She needs your help to get her life back, an accident victim. Earlier in the week, we had a call, but somehow some information got missing. Please call back or send your message back so that we can get back to you on the details of Alimot Sanusi. And we appeal to well-meaning Nigerians, corporate bodies, to please help this one to get back her life so that she can, of course, be useful to this nation, great nation, Nigeria. And of course, we also had a call on the show earlier, and that's Bridget. If you need to help her to take the next move or advise her on something, please contact the producer of the Sunday evening show here at Lagos Television Broadcasting House, Lateef Jakonde Road, Agidingbi, Ikeja. Or contact us on any of our social media platform or the numbers that are scrolling on your screen. We thank you so much for being a part of this edition of the Sunday evening show, and we're praying that we all have a fantastic, and not the fantastically or the other one, okay, a fantastic week ahead. Have a great one. Good night.